Hi everyone! Today we are going to be looking at one of our great Gator boards, the Gator Starter. This board is part of the Gator board ecosystem and is designed to interface with the Gator bit. These boards have been specifically designed for classroom use and education. Today we're going to look at how we can interface this board with our microbit as well as with a traditional Arduino for any kind of classroom use. The Gator Starter comprises 3 separate components that can be used in the board as is or can be snapped out to be used individually. On the left side we have a temperature sensor, on the right side a light sensor, and in the center we have an RGB LED. Let's hook this up to our Gator bit. Let's take the light sensor and use it to control the LED array on our microbit. The first thing I'm going to do is connect the 3.3 volts on my Gator Starter to the 3.3 out on my Gator bit using an alligator clip. Then I'll connect the ground pad on the Gator Starter to the ground pad on the Gator bit also with an alligator clip. Finally, I'll connect the pad at the top of the light sensor to pin P1 on the Gator bit using an alligator clip. Always make sure to power your Gator bit through the JST connector on the bottom right side of the board. This will make sure that your board gets the inputs and outputs that you want it to. Now it's time to write our program. We'll do this online on Microbit's website using MakeCode. Our program is fairly simple but may seem a little bit long. The first thing we're going to do is create a variable called lightVal. We'll then set lightVal, our new variable, to analog read pin 1. This basically tells our microbit that it should listen to pin 1 and take in the value from our light sensor and then assign it to the variable lightVal. We can store this value and use it later. Next, we'll have a really long if statement. We'll use this statement to test what the light value is and then assign different LED animations based on the light level. My first statement, if lightVal is less than 200, will then only light up the bottom row of the LED matrix. The following statement, if the light value is greater or equal to 200 but less than 400, then light up 2 rows of LEDs. Next we have if the light value is greater to or equal to 400 but less than 600, then we'll light up 3 rows of LEDs. It goes on until we reach 800 as the top value is 1023. Let's see this program in action. Now we're going to take a look at how we can interface these components with a traditional Arduino for more advanced students. For this exercise, we'll need our Gator Starter, of course, an Arduino, and alligator clips with pigtails. We're going to do something a little different with this program as we don't have the LED matrix to work with. The first thing we'll do is grab one of our alligator clips with a pigtail and connect it to the 3.3 volt connection on our Gator Starter. The other side of this alligator clip looks like a jumper wire and can be popped directly into 3.3 volts on the Arduino. We can do the exact same thing with the ground pad found on the right side of the Gator Starter. Next, we'll take another alligator clip with a pigtail and clip one side to the top pad on the light sensor. The other side of this clip will be sent to A0. Finally, we'll connect our red, green, and blue pads on the RGB LED to pins 2, 3, and 4 respectively on our Arduino. Let's take a look at the Arduino program we'll be using. First, we'll declare our universal variables. Our light sensor will be A0, RLED 2, GLED 3, and BLED 4. In setup, we'll need to let our Arduino know that our LED pins are output pins. We can do this using the pin mode function. Then in our loop function, we'll add the rest of our code. First, we'll create an interval called lightVal, and that'll analog read our light sensor. Then we'll map this value from 0 to 2. This will create a value between 0, 1, and 2, which will allow us to set our R, G, or B LED high. We then have a 3-part if statement. If our mapped light equals 0, then write the red LED high, the green LED low, and the blue LED low. If our mapped light is 1, then write the green LED high, the red LED low, and the blue LED low. And finally, if it's 2, write the blue LED high, the green LED low, and the red LED low. Let's take a look at this in action. We hope this video has shed some light on the best way to use the Gator Starter board. We can't wait to see what kinds of projects your students come up with. Let us know what you think in the comments below.